Hi, so today we're going to be talking about what's inside this box. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I personally know the designer behind this. So this is a glass nib pen by Yachingstyle, or in Mandarin I think it's Ngalo. They are a Taiwanese company, and I believe this is one of two products they make. The other one is a quartz ink vial. That's super durable and it has a vacuum mechanism and stuff, but I don't have that with me. There are a lot of smaller Taiwanese companies out there. Everyone knows Twisby is not that they're that small these days. Recently you may have heard about the Y Studio, who have made the brass pens with either with the rubber stand or with the thing that lets you put it on a necklace or whatever. They also made the Le Chat, which is the cat nib pen, and there are a few others, but here's another one. They designed and made everything, and it's a glass nib. You may have seen a mass drop, like for instance the Wink pen on mass drop, or if you're into vintage stuff, I believe if you look hard enough, you have places like brands like Spores, S-P-U-R-S, which made vintage, I think it's Japanese, glass nib crescent filling pens. Anyway, so this one. Here we have the pen. It's an aluminium body, and it's a tight fit. That's good. It's a cartridge filler, and on the other end we have a glass nib. I forget who made this. Did they tell? I can't tell. It doesn't say, but I do know that they have Taiwan has at least one glass nib maker somewhere in Taichung, but I'm not sure if that's one, but they have their own designed glass nib, and if I want to show it off, let me just undo this, I believe. Oh, there we go. It has everything. It has the nib part, and this portion of the back extends into the converter like a feed, which is pretty impressive. It also comes with a nib. This looks like a number 5 or something, I can't tell, but if you want to switch for a regular nib and feed, that's also doable. Okay. Or any other nib you want. I believe that's just an O-ring. You can swap it in like whatever other nib that fits. That's fine. Anyway, we're here for the glass nib. I haven't tried this yet. Let me see if I can. Okay. There's some friction with the plastic collar inside that works pretty well. There's a spring inside the cap. Felt that as I was unscrewing it. First impressions. I was afraid that I might accidentally unscrew the body when unscrewing the nib due to how much friction there is here, but apparently that's not an issue, so that's good. Can we cap it? I mean, post it? No posting. That's fine. Right here, I have with me some mystery blue ink. I wish I knew what it was, but someone gave me this sample at a pen meet, and I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know what it is. It might be Mont Blanc, some Mont Blanc blue, but I could be wrong. It doesn't smell like Sailor. Is my nose blue? Okay, it's not. We could try filling up. I don't think I can fill it up because it's not deep enough, but we can dip test it, which is just fine. Now, I've tried a few glass dip nib pens, and there are several things about it. Like, the fact that it's glass means that it's not going to be flexible. However, it does mean that you can use a lot of things in lieu of ink. Because it's glass, it's not going to corrode no matter what you put in. At least it won't corrode the nib. You could put it in red wine, or blood, or something, whatever. For most purposes, you can put in ink. The rest of this is like aluminium. Aluminium is not going to rust anyway, nor is the plastic. those lines, the reason why it's rippled is to act as the surface area to draw ink or whatever liquid down, and that extends all the way down to the tippy tip, which goes into the converter. Other thing I know about glass nibs is that because it's glass, depending on your writing angle, the writing feeling will be different. As in, some portions of the tip might be thinner or thicker, scratchier or smoother than others. So let's have a go. So here is an angle. It's actually very smooth. If I twist it a little bit, some more, a different angle. So this bit is all angles pretty smooth. Now, if this is a Mont Blanc ink, then I think this might be Unicef, as in the rebranded turquoise. Oh, angles are smooth. Well, okay. That's a surprise. I'm sorry for doubting you. Let's write the Chinese because Leo can't write Chinese, and it's funny to watch. What could possibly go wrong? That's reasonable by Leo standards. I'm impressed. I thought it would be a very scratchy experience. Obviously, me talking out here with the wind blowing, this might dry out, but so far it hasn't. Do a few more lines. Angles. Oh, it's actually pretty smooth from all angles. It's good. It writes around a fine. I don't seem to be getting much massive line variation between the different angles. Right from both, and right from the side, it writes just fine. While we're out here, you may notice we have some really cool backgrounds going on. We are at the IFC, the International Finance Center of Hong Kong. It's that tall one. It's not the tallest one in Hong Kong, but it's that tall, rather phallic one. I'm not gonna make any hand motions. Oh, let's move a little bit. Come on. If you go over here, that's the ICC or whatever the hell you call it. The one, I forget the name of it. That's the tallest one in Hong Kong right now. It's built on reclaimed land, and then you can see the hills, which is basically why we named this Kowloon Peninsula, because it stands for 9 dragons, the Gaolong. And draw the rest of the scene, which, since I'm here, I might as well draw it. It's a very pleasant scene. You see most of Tim Sai Choi. I'm gonna go back. Can I draw all of that? No, but I can draw a simplified version. It's so pretty. It swirls. You have the cultural center, which looks sort of like that. And then beneath the cultural center you have, around the cultural center we also have the old clock tower from when that used to be a railway station. It has and then to the left of it we have a whole bunch of other buildings and a ship, which I shall draw first. Other buildings in the background, and it extends out towards here, and this is where one of the old hotels used to be. Oh no, being windy. Just add some detail to Star House. And then for some vague background, or I can do this C. It's like writing with a very reliable fine nib, except you could put like iron gold ink in here and still be like totally fine because it's a glass nib and it won't corrode. I'm actually enjoying this pen a lot more than I expected. We have some You can see some residential buildings in the background. And some more with their water tanks. And then we have that building, which I still haven't figured out what that building is. Other buildings, don't care about. That's all we have space for. We might as well add a little bit of the hills that sort of look like that. You can go hiking along these hills, by the way. This is view of Kowloon from IFC. Give it a hedgehog. This is very smooth. It will roll off. That is a small problem. Maybe in future versions they'll probably include a clip or something. This glass nib is actually pretty good. Very good compared to all the other glass nibs I've tried. The body is fine. The threads down here don't interrupt too much. In fact, I think they help you grip onto it. This section drop is not annoying. It's small, and even though it's metal, they smoothed it so it doesn't cut into your fingers, unlike certain other pens that I know about. Is there anything to see back here? No, but you can see the light coming in and then turning blue because of the ink. It's almost like an optic cable. Super cool. Where can you find it? I'm not sure of the website, but I'm sure that stores will be picking up this slowly over time, I think. Did I forget anything? It comes in many colors, I think. It does. I grabbed the black one because it looks most traditional. I also believe they're playing with different body materials. So I've seen some photos of like burl wood with urushi, and I think also plastic with like gold flakes in them. There you go. That's Yachingstyle's glass nibbed cartridge filling pen.